Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. It's Jen and Nick on Acre by the Creek. Today we're getting our cattle panel trellises in. So I did talk about our game plan on my Easy Veggie Garden video, and basically what we're going to be doing is putting arch trellises across each side of the garden. This way we can implement some vertical gardening and not take up so much space in the main garden. So to start here, we just kind of got to work and we're figuring out how we wanted to go about getting the fence in. So I'm just going to fast forward through so that you guys can see the first one that we put up, and then we'll talk about our method as we do the other panels.
So we figured out the whole method to put these in. So now we're going to go down through, put all the posts in on one side, set our fence, tie it off to the inner side over here, and then we'll bend the fence up like we just did, push that in, pound this post in on this side, and then tie the fence off and just work our way back down here to finish off this side.
Nick starts by beginning to pound in the second stake, and I gather the rest of the materials that we're going to need for the inside of this side of the arch. And we ended up deciding to just go down the line and pound all the stakes in all at once, and then bring over the cattle panel fencing over the garden fence and prop it against the stake that it's going to be tied to. Then Nick went ahead and tied the cattle panels to each other, and then he ties the panel to the stake. So that's pretty much the gist. We just pound in the stakes, set the cattle panel, wire tie it to the post as well as to the previous cattle panel, and then just keep going down the line. So we'll just play some music so you guys can watch us do this a little bit quicker. Work on erecting the second side now. So far, Egg and Banana's winning. We'll see as the season progresses, but so far it's definitely winning. For another time. Okay, all the posts are in, so we're gonna go through now and just put all the ties on. That way all of the arches match up. My peoples. So we've got each stake tied 3 times. Once towards the top, towards the middle, and then towards the bottom. And then we tied the panels to each other every few rungs of the panel. All the way up and even across the arch. And that's the way it's done the whole way down, all 16 feet on each side, inside the garden as well as out. And of course, on the other arch also. Apparently this is a thing that we do when we're done with a project in the garden. We just lay on the ground in satisfaction that we finished. So a couple of things, guys. This actually went a lot easier than we thought that it was going to. If you watched our cabbage patch video, we have so many rocks in our soil, and I was convinced that we were just gonna hit every single rock possible, and we didn't, so that's awesome. The stakes went in really easily, and then my second concern was that it was gonna be really hard to arch the cattle panels over, and it wasn't. It just naturally wanted to arch, and it was honestly a really super easy project to do. Had it not been so hot today, and we took like several hours break to get out of the sun, I think it would have taken us maybe 2 hours. What do you think, like 2 hours, babe? Yeah, like 2.5 hours. It really wasn't bad at all. We used this tie wire. You could also use zip tie. This is just what we had on hand at home. I think if we had zip ties, it would have been a little bit quicker, just because you could pull the zip ties and they'd be done. These ones we had to, you know, sit there and tighten every single one down. So just something to consider if you have zip ties at home. That might be a little bit easier for you to do. So all in all, to complete this, we have 8 16-foot cattle panels and 16 of the 6-foot stakes, and then of course the tie wires. Just for reference sake, so if you're trying to plan how you're gonna do this at home, our garden is 18 foot long, and we wanted to have the arches coming over the entire length of it, so we have 16 feet worth of panels. Each panel costs about $25, and the stakes are about $5 each. So what that meant for us is this project was about $300. Dad says you can't play with that, babe.
You can play with the pliers, not the wire.
Dad says the plier, but not the wire. Okay. Yeah. So one thing you guys want to consider if you're going to be doing this at home is it is a little bit tricky to get your cattle panels home. They're 16 feet long, so that's super long. Even if you have a truck, I mean, most bed trucks are like, what, 8 feet? So that's a huge panel. So we actually ended up borrowing a trailer from Nick's work and bringing them home on the trailer, which made it so much easier. Honestly, otherwise, I don't know how people are getting them home, if they're bending them a little bit or whatever the case is. If you have a trailer, I say use it. It just makes it way easier. I'm really excited for everything to start growing in and vining over the trellises. I think it's gonna look really pretty and lush. If you don't already, make sure you check me out on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram name right here for you. I'll be posting pictures of how it all looks when it fills in, and you can stay more up to date with us there. We have to thank my sister Deb for her huge contribution in getting this project done. Thank you so much, Deb. We love you and we appreciate it so much.
Hey, thanks, Deb.
It's getting to be around dinner time, so we're gonna get out of here, guys. We'll see you in the next video on Friday, and also for a 2-minute gardening tip on Tuesday. If you don't already, make sure that you're subscribed to our channel and also give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.